Hello and welcome. This video is going to explain how to set up the HLS learning system and to get started using it. The first thing we need to do is, if you purchased your software through the Bay College bookstore, or if you haven't purchased it through the bookstore and you want to just get a course ID, you need to go to the HLS learning system either way. And there's options here when you go to get your access code. If you purchase it through the bookstore, you're going to want to go to this first thing here. This is basically, you'll have to enter in the serial number that was on the course software that you purchased, or you can go here and you can actually purchase just the access code. If you didn't go with a bundle with the book, you can purchase the access code right here. You'll need a credit card to do so. Once you've done that and downloaded the system onto your computer, you'll open the HLS learning system, and it'll ask you for an access code. Now, the first time you'll have to enter in the access code by hand, but once you do that, it'll ask you to save the file. Please do so. It makes it a little easier. Maybe you want to use a flash drive, and that way you can port it with you and use it at any computer if you're on campus or off campus, and have it loaded maybe to your PC and your laptop. You can just bring that code with you on the flash drive. Once you have it saved or enter it manually, it should have this information. When you got the core software, you had to enter all your information. Click yes, and when it brings you to this screen here, you're going to have to essentially enroll into the course that you're in. Now, I'm going to enroll myself into my course, and the section, you notice there's different sections here. There's the online course that I teach and the traditional course. Whichever one you're in, you're going to want to click on that. I'm going to enroll myself in the online course, and you hit enroll. Now I'm actually enrolled in the course, so when I open up the HLS software, I can work through the assigned sections. I can go take a web test. This is where your quizzes will be for my courses. Maybe I want to look and see where my grade is, so I can click on progress report. Here in the progress report, obviously, since I'm new to the system, I don't have any grade yet, so I'm at 100%. Nice to start at 100% and hopefully stay there, right? Notice these are all the different sections in here. You're going to have to keep up with this, and you can check it from time to time. The nice thing about when you do the HLS lessons, it's instantaneous grading. You can go in and see how you did on that. Maybe if you're working offline, you can submit your certificates for completing your homework and things of that nature. But the first thing we should do is actually look at the program itself here. Let's say we're going to work in chapter 4. Let's just look at one section here, just to kind of give us a brief overview. In every section of the HLS software, there is an instruct, and this basically walks you through the pages as if you were looking at the textbook. It talks about the objectives, gives you some examples, how you apply the work. In some of the pages, it'll actually give you the opportunity to attempt to work out the problem yourself, display the solution, or enter your answer right in this line here. You can continue on to other pages and see other examples. So the instruct gives you a good basis of the content that you're going to be working with. And then you can go to practice. You can attempt it yourself, and I strongly recommend you do the practice before you attempt to certify. Practicing will kind of give you the concept of what the HLS system wants you to enter in the answer box, and that's probably the student's biggest hurdle is, what format does the HLS want me to enter my answer in? A lot of times you understand the concept, but if you don't answer your answer incorrectly, or enter your answer incorrectly, excuse me, the HLS will say, no, you got it wrong, when you understood the concept. But so definitely spend some time in practice. Make sure you know what the system wants from you, so that when you do go to certify, you know what you're supposed to put it in as format wise. Now, one nice thing about this is you'll see this pause certify. let's say you're working on it, but something comes up, you gotta maybe make dinner or deal with your kids or whatever life throws at you, you can pause the certification and come back to it at a later time. Or you can just end it, but definitely save it. One thing is, if you do certify, it's good to back up your certifications just in case you lose connection if you're doing it online, or you can work offline and you can save your certifications and then enter them with that in your progress report under Submit Certificates. And a good thing is, if you saved your access code to a flash drive, you can also save your certifications to that same flash drive and bring it with you. And if you look at this, if certain assignments are assigned, you can see if they're past due, which ones are assigned, which ones might be late, and hopefully all of them that are assigned have this little green button down here, completed on time. That's what we're hoping to get there. Other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at helmerj@baycollege.edu. On my online classes, there's also this sheet here that kind of gives you the Hawks course ID that you're going to need when you go to get your access code. Make sure you select the proper section, whether you're in my online course or Escanaba course, or maybe you're watching this video for another course. Make sure you know which section you're in, and this explains how you actually go about that as well. It's more of a written form, but it's pretty simple. You just go to Hawks, make sure you get your access code. It's going to ask you to enter whether it's Bay IMA, or if it's for another course it might be Bay PIA. So make sure you do that, get set up. But if you do have any questions, email me at helmerj@baycollege.edu. Thank you.